Well, the spring season is here. Is it time to put your house on the market? Or maybe it's time to buy a house? Let's talk about it. It's the Real Estate Show. Welcome to the Real Estate Show. My name's Rick Naples. I am the owner-broker of Zone Realty LLC. You zone your home. And I'm filming today from the Zone office in Plainville, Connecticut. The spring market is coming, or in case of this show, may already be here. And perhaps you've been waiting for the right time to put your home on the market. Or maybe you've been preparing to get ready to buy a home. So is this the time to do it? Well, let's talk about it a little bit here on this show. First, I want to talk to the potential sellers that are out there. You know, there are two major things that you need to do when you're looking to put your home on the market for sale. And they're not what you're thinking. What I'm thinking of is that the first thing you need to do is find a realtor. A realtor is someone who has the expertise in providing you with all of the things that you're going to need to properly market your house to the widest range of potential buyers. They have the skills and the education to get the job done. I mean, that's their business. So you want to pick a realtor that you're going to be comfortable with, and that's the number one thing. The number two thing is the realtor that you pick needs to have all of the tools available through all the different ways of marketing your home that are available to them. Now, realtors, because they're in the business, have marketing tools available to them that the general public does not. This is their business, so they have ways to market the home that maybe you on your own don't have access to. So pick a good realtor and make sure that realtor has the tools to help you get your home sold. Now, a couple of the things you probably were thinking of is timing to put your home on the market and how you're going to price your home. Well, again, if you put a realtor first, that realtor is going to be able to help you answer those two questions. Let's sit back and take a look at this presentation I put together, and when we come back, I'm going to talk a little bit about buying a home. You know, every time around this portion of the year here on the Real Estate Show, I like to address the spring market. Spring offers a lot of opportunities. You know, you're getting ready for the warmer weather. We've all been looking forward to it. You start doing the projects around the house that you've been holding off on. It's time to take a look at the yard and the surroundings around the house and maybe start doing some cleanup work from things that the winter has left behind. Maybe you're looking finally to get your car detailed, to get all the sand and the salt off of it. Or maybe you're planning some spring cleaning projects for inside the home. It's a great time of year. Everything starts to rebloom. It's a time for renewal and a time for a new start. So if you're going to be looking at buying a home, springtime might be the time for you to start your search. Now, as a buyer looking to purchase a home, especially your first home, there are two things that you need to do. Not the two things you're thinking of. Just in the case of like a seller, the first thing you need to do is find a realtor. Realtors, again, have the expertise in helping you find a home that's going to fit your particular needs. They also have access to all the different search engines out there, as well as the multiple listing service, to help find homes that, again, not only fit what you need, but may be in the areas and locations and so on and so forth, and the price range that you're looking in. Now, when you look to interview or hire a realtor to represent you when you're looking to purchase a home, the second thing you want to consider is, does that realtor have the tools available to help you accomplish that goal? In other words, do they have the ability and the expertise and the knowledge in the areas to which you're searching for a home to really help you find what you need? And most importantly, are they someone that you're comfortable working with and that you're willing to put the trust in to make the largest purchase you're probably going to make in your lifetime? So you want to be very careful when you're talking to different realtors and making sure that they're going to be able to put you first instead of chasing a commission. So take your time, interview a couple of realtors, and pick the one that you're most comfortable with. Let's take a look at this quick little presentation, and I'm going to be back to talk a little bit more about the spring season. I'm talking here on the Real Estate Show about this part of the year, this time of the year, when the weather starts getting warmer, the flowers start coming out, the grass starts turning green, and we all start enjoying the warmer weather. It's springtime. It's a time for renewal. It's a time that perhaps you're going to make some decisions to make a real estate change in your life. So whether you're looking to put your home on the market or possibly buy another home, this might be the time to start. Now, there's a number of different advantages that you have during this particular time. If you're a seller, one of the advantages that you have is a lot of inventory is starting to come on the market. And when I say inventory, I mean a lot of people are looking to put their homes on the market. There's an old saying that there's safety in numbers. Now, that sometimes can work against you if you don't properly price your home competitively to the market that it's in. And again, those are the things that you're going to rely on the realtor that you choose to hire to help you do. Now, one thing I want to mention here about realtors. Realtors come from all different backgrounds and all different types of lifestyles and all have different levels of education. But they all have equally the same basic knowledge in being able to accomplish the job in the career that they've chosen to do. So trust them. Allow them to do what they're supposed to do and allow them to take you through the steps of your real estate transaction so that you all get to the closing table satisfied. You know, the one thing that people don't realize about realtors is realtors do not make any kind of money, commission, unless the house or the deal closes. And there's a lot of different things that happen along the way. Now, we talked about many times here on the real estate show when you're selling a house, the number of different things that you need to do or pass through in order for the buyer and you, the seller, to come to terms to finally close on the transaction of the home. And the realtor has the education and the experience and the knowledge to take you through all these individual steps. The other big thing that the realtor is going to do for you when you're a seller is they're going to take over the marketing of your home. You know, I've had a lot of people that say to me they don't need a realtor, they're going to market their home on their own. That's great. Some people are very successful on that. But do you really have the time to keep taking time off from work to run home and show your house? Do you want to give up your weekends? Do you want to give up your time with your kids and your family and doing things that you need to do around the house or go places, shopping and so on and so forth, just so you can be around for someone to come take a look at your house? We call that being the prisoner. Realtors will schedule the showings. They will make sure that it is a ready, willing, and able buyer who comes to your home. That buyer comes to the home with a licensed, professional realtor that has screened them, making sure that that buyer is able to look at the price range and what your home has to offer. So you're really ahead of the game when a realtor gets involved when it comes to marketing and getting your home sold. Let's take a quick look at this presentation, and then I want to talk a little bit about some of the ins and outs of using a realtor when you're buying a home. I'm talking here on the Real Estate Show about buyers, sellers, and the spring season. And we just talked about sellers, so I wanted to take a moment to talk about buyers. Now, I'm filming this show here in Plainville, Connecticut at the Zone Realty office. And a lot of times here in this office, we bring in potential people that are looking to buy a home, and we sit them down and we do what's called a buyer's interview. If you don't have the opportunity to sit down and talk with a realtor first before you start your home search, you're really not doing the proper preparation, because in that conversation, you not only get to know the realtor that you're going to choose to help you with the biggest purchase in your lifetime, but you're also able to go over the things that you're going to need to do in order to make a successful purchase on a home. You know, there's a lot that's involved. It's not just finding a house on the internet and saying, I want to buy that house, and making an offer. That's just the very part of it. There are a lot of other things that have to happen in order to be prepared to purchase a home, make an offer to purchase a home, and then solidifying that purchase to get it all the way to a closing. In other words, for you to get the keys and then take ownership of that particular property. The realtor is going to guide you through all those individual steps. They're there for you to answer questions, to address concerns, and to help you through those different steps. They're also your main real estate advisor. There's a few things that are going to happen after you find the home that you want, you make an offer, and the seller accepts the offer. You're now going to start doing things like inspections. There's things that happen like appraisals. There's things that happen like hiring attorneys to do closings. There's a number of different things that you need to do in order to get to that final part. And the realtor is going to take you through each and every single one of those steps. So in the initial meeting with your realtor, you're going to go to their office. You're going to sit down comfortably, maybe over a cup of coffee in the evening or in an afternoon or when you're available. And you're going to sit down and you're going to talk about the different things that you're going to need to do. And even if you're not in the market right now to purchase a home, you might want to sit with a realtor just to have a general discussion on what you should do to prepare before you even start looking for a home. Because there are a number of things that you can do to put yourself in a good position in order to purchase that home that you would like to buy. That's within your affordable range. Let's take a look at this presentation. I'll be back with a portion of the show I call the Real Estate Mailbag. This is the part of the show I call the Real Estate Mailbag. My opportunity to address questions that are sent here to the Real Estate Show, or sometimes questions that I've heard from people when I'm out and about and they see me in the general public. One of the emails I got was a very common one, which comes to me and it says, Rick, well, how do I pick a realtor? There's so many of them. Well, that's true. Here on the Real Estate Show, I think I've mentioned that at last count there were close to 17,000 plus licensed real estate agents in the state of Connecticut alone. There's over 1,200,000 licensed real estate agents in the country. So who do you work with? Who do you pick? Well, a lot of times you're going to find your realtor through a referral. Maybe a friend worked with them and they liked them very much and they refer them to you, or a family member. Or sometimes you'll be searching on the internet and you'll see somebody that looks impressive on the internet. They've sold a bunch of homes and they have all kinds of great accolades and all kinds of great testimonials on their website and so on and so forth. So you get excited and you say, I want to work with this person. But you know, it all comes down to the clique of personalities between two people. You're joining each other as a team. Your realtor is going to advise you through the whole transaction. And you want to make sure it's somebody that puts your interests in front of theirs and make sure that they help you find the home that you want to purchase and they're not chasing the big commission check. My name's Rick Naples. This has been the Real Estate Show. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.